Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first start by introducing myself. I'm Ahmed. MSc in Pharmaceutics 2021, and I'll talk about effect of process and formulation variables on the preparation of Etoricoxib Nanosponge. This work was supervised by Assist Prof. Fatma Jalal Jawad. Etoricoxib is a selective COX-2 inhibitor used in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, and chronic low back pain. Was incorporated into a nanosponge to improve its solubility, as Etoricoxib is, according to the biopharmaceutics classification, considered a class 2 drug, which is low soluble, high permeable. So what are nanosponges? Nanosponges are tiny mesh-like structure. They are small in nanoscales size, and they are spherical in shape, and they are used widely to improve the solubility of poorly soluble drug. We start our work by examine the saturation solubility of pure Etoricoxib powder in three media: water and buffer 7.4 and buffer 7.4 phosphate buffer 7.4 with 1% weight per volume SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, and we prepare 10 formulation. The 10 formulation was prepared in the same manner by using sufficient quantity of internal phase that's composed from Etoricoxib and ethyl cellulose that was slowly added to the external phase, which is polyphenol alcohol and water, and then filtered and dried for 24 hours in oven at 40 degrees Celsius. This is the 10 formula that composed different ratio of internal phase Etoricoxib to ethyl cellulose and external phase PVA, polyphenol alcohol, in water, and also the organic solvent used is dichloromethane. Time for preparation 2 hours, ultrasonic time 3 minutes, and stirring speed 1000 RPM. So we study the variables affecting formulation of Etoricoxib nanosponge. We start with the effect of drug to ethyl cellulose ratio. We change this ratio, and all other parameters remain constant. And we found that as increase in the ratio of ethyl cellulose, drug to ethyl cellulose, there was increase in the particle size, and this will lead to decrease in the solubility, as mentioned in figure 1. And also the effect of PVA quantity, where change the PVA quantity, and all other parameters remain constant. It was found that the change in the PVA from 2 gram to 3 gram cause highly increase in the solubility of nanosponge with significant reduce in particle size. Also, the effect of the internal phase. We use organic internal phase, dichloromethane and acetone. It was found that the particle size of the formed nanosponge was larger with acetone and smaller with dichloromethane, and this will affect the solubility in aqueous solution. Also, the effect of stirring speed. As the stirring speed above the optimum 1000 RPM, it will lead to adherence and change in the spherical shape of the formed nanosponge, and this will lead to decrease in the solubility. And as the stirring speed below the optimum 1000 RPM used, it lead to globules likelihood with particles, globules likelihood particles with large particle size, and this will also affect on the solubility of the formed nanosponge. Finally, as we use sonication to break down the particle to smaller size, it was found that the 3-minute sonication time will decrease the particle size and increase the solubility if compared with the same formulation under the same condition but without use 3 minutes of sonication time. Conclusion: in this study, nanosponge containing Etoricoxib was formulated using emulsion solvent diffusion method. Dichloromethane is the organic solvent used in the internal phase and water in the external phase, and we study the effect of polymer to drug ratio, volume and type of solvent, stirring speed and sonication time on the formed Etoricoxib loaded nanosponge, where the ideal nanosponge was achieved with the ratio of 1 to 2 Etoricoxib to ethyl cellulose concentration. Thank you.